if you join us. The EQS is the first model on our new electric platform. This platform is the key to sustainable automotive luxury, with long-range first-class comfort and impressive dynamics. As you can see, we are planning another electric sedan on the platform, the EQE, also 2 electric SUVs. The next milestone, then, is our future platform for the compact and mid-size classes. It will form the basis for numerous electric models. At the same time, we are taking complexity out of our internal combustion engines range. There, the number of variants will decrease significantly, by 40% by 2025 and by 70% by 2030. The transition to purely electric drives may happen much faster than previously assumed. Technological development is accelerating, demand is rising, and we are ready. The EQA shows just how fascinating and practical electric mobility is for everyday use, and that's what we are talking about now.
Mit dem EQA
With the EQA, we widen the appeal of electric mobility by Mercedes for a broader audience. It has everything you would expect from a compact SUV: attractive design, comfort and variability. And in addition, it offers what we call electric intelligence. What does this mean? With navigation in an electric car, it's not just the distance between A and B that matters. The calculation also takes into account the battery's change-off, the start of charge, the charging infrastructure, the topography, the traffic situation, and weather data. On this basis, MBUX suggests the most time-efficient route, including charging stops. The system can draw on the world's largest charging network, with more than 500,000 charging points in 31 countries. This also includes the Ionity charging stations. Together with partners, we have built up a fast charging network in Europe. And as of this year, Mercedes-me Charge, you can always charge your car's batteries with green energy. We ensure that enough electricity from renewable energies is fed into the grid for this purpose. For many of our customers, it is important that their Mercedes always runs on clean electricity, and rightly so, because an electric car is only as green as the electricity it is charged with. To ensure that even more people drive sustainably in the future, we need an efficient public charging infrastructure. The expansion must keep pace with the manufacturer's electric ramp-up. For example, to meet the EU Commission's CO2 targets, Europe needs 3 million public charging points by the end of the decade. Today, we do not even have 1/10 of that. In Germany alone, 2,000 public charging points would have to be connected to the grid every week. At the moment, we are not even at 200 per week. This development must be accelerated. Daimler will contribute further as part of the automotive industry. For example, we will continue to upgrade the Ionity network. I am convinced that if industry and politics work hand in hand, we will achieve progress together. In doing so, we should not focus on banning what already exists. We should enable the new. And new means electric also in the van sector. With a range of more than 400 kilometers, the EQV covers a broad range of applications for most diverse customer requirements. Sustainability is more and more the determining factor of purchase decisions. The demand for electric vans will continue to rise. In 2020, sales have more than tripled. We are the European market leader for medium and large electric vans, each with a market share of over 40%, and we intend to speed up further. Before the end of this year, we will unveil the concept vehicles of the electrified Citan and the T-Class. By the middle of the decade already, the majority of vans for urban delivery services may already be electric. That's why we are focusing our engineering resources on electric drive systems also in the van sector. For example, we are investing in the new electric versatility platform, the basis for the next generation of the e-Sprinter. With it, we can offer the greatest possible flexibility in the future. This is made possible primarily by the scalable battery module in the underbody. For different applications, a small, medium or large variant is available. In combination with the standardized electric front and rear modules, they enable almost any conceivable body variant. As with our passenger cars, the focus in vans is clearly on battery electric drive. Trucks, on the other hand, rely on two all-electric concepts for CO2 neutral driving: battery and fuel cell. Let's have a look at this now. The e-Actros is representative of our progress in battery electric trucks. Series production will start this year. The e-Actros will have a range of well over 200 kilometers. This makes it particularly suitable for heavy distribution transport in the city. For longer plannable distances, we are launching the e-Actros Long Haul with a range of around 500 kilometers, and we plan to have it ready for series production in 2024. For trucks, the following applies: the lighter charges, and for shorter distances, battery technology makes more sense. For heavier loads and longer distances, the fuel cell will be used more likely. We intend to take the fuel cell truck to series production in the second half of the decade. Last year, we presented the Gen H2 truck. With it, we show what goals and demands we associated with the topic of hydrogen. We are developing a CO2 neutral truck, which performs as well as a conventional truck. It will offer a range of 1,000 kilometers and more. We are convinced that this can succeed. But there is another prerequisite for the success of the fuel cell in long-haul trucks: an intelligently developed network of hydrogen filling stations along the main transport axes. Be it fuel cell or battery, with our sustainable drives, we are setting standards in trucks. This also applies to a technology that can save lives, the side guard assist. The take rate for our side guard assist in Germany had already exceeded 80%. Since mid-March, we have been the world's only truck manufacturer to offer an active side guard assistant. This means that it can not only warn drivers of people during a turning maneuver, but it can also initiate automatic braking. We are confident that we can prevent even more accidents and save more lives with the enhanced system. A further positive contribution to life in the city can also be made by electrifying our buses. The e-Citaro has been available since the end of 2018. With the e-Citaro articulated bus, we now have a further and larger alternative to offer. Both variants can be powered by an innovative solid-state battery. Many transport companies already have electric city buses by Daimler in operation. And now we want to show you how they look in action. Action, please. We have now seen 5 different vehicles. They have one thing in common: cutting-edge technology. It is the key to decarbonization and digitalization of the automobile. However, the transformation of our company is a challenge not only in technical terms but also in financial terms. That is why it will always involve tough decisions. We will continue to work on our cost structures. Even in times of fuller coffers, we will spend money cautiously. Yes, we are recruiting 3,000 new software engineers. After all, vehicle software is a key component of our strategy. But overall, we must and will also continue to reduce our personnel costs. We do this responsibly by focusing on fluctuation and fair solutions, for example, on mutually voluntary agreements and severance payments, as well as appealing terms for the transition to retirement. We are aware of the great responsibility we have towards our colleagues. This also applies to the determined restructuring of our sites. On the long run, it benefits no one to work in a plant with a great tradition. The point is to work in plants with a great future. Along this line, we worked with the Works Council just this month to realign 2 of our oldest plants, Untertürkheim and Berlin-Marienfelde. We at Daimler are driven by team spirit and confidence, and we are convinced of our team. It has everything we need for the challenges ahead: ambition, competence, and innovative strength. One person who stands for these values like no other is Manfred Bischoff. This is the 14th time he has chaired our annual general meeting, always with an impressive calm, balance, seriousness, and a dash of humor. And he always has an open ear for you, our dear shareholders. It is fair to say that he left his mark on a piece of German industrial history. Dear Manfred, in your address you said this company is extremely well positioned for the future. And this is largely thanks to you. For everything you have done for the 3-pointed star over the past 45 years, thank you. I say this to you on behalf of all my colleagues. If we had come together here in person today, I'm sure there would be standing ovations for you. Manfred, we will miss you. Dr. Bernd Pischetsrieder is an excellent successor. Dear Bernd, I wish you all the best and much success for this task, and I'm very much looking forward to working with you. As I said in the beginning, we are now preparing the ground for a successful future. Well, this is not just any sentence, but it's an attitude. What drives us is an inner restlessness for what comes next. A colleague recently wrote to me about this in LinkedIn. It was about the proportion of women in management positions. The colleague is not yet satisfied with what we have achieved in this area, and she is right. We are increasing the proportion of female managers year by year. Compared to other automakers, we are in a good position. But we can do even better and intend to do so. This also applies to 2 more areas in particular. Firstly, we are on a good track financially. Now we are keeping up the pace to achieve our profitability targets on a sustainable basis. In a strong market environment, we are striving for a double-digit return on sales at Mercedes-Benz passenger cars. Secondly, we already have the broadest electric lineup of all manufacturers, from city cars to heavy-duty trucks. Our own Mercedes-Benz plants will be producing CO2 neutrally worldwide from next year. Our supply chain is also becoming sustainable, but that's not enough for us. We want to speed up the electrification of our product portfolio. 2 years ago, we presented our Ambition 2039. The goal? A CO2 neutral fleet of new passenger cars. It is our ambition to reach this self-imposed target sooner. More about that shortly. Because we don't wait for change. We are the ones who change. We are not afraid of challenge. We are the challengers. We will continue to grow profitably while helping to make this world climate neutral, with outstanding engineering skills and out of profound conviction.
The demand for our electric vehicles is developing dynamically. So yes, we see positive momentum, and we have a product offensive of so many exciting products in the pipeline. So it could very well be that as far as Mercedes is concerned, we're going to go quicker into electrification than we originally thought. In this year alone, Mercedes-Benz Cars is launching 4 fully battery electric vehicles. And with them, our flagship, the EQS, a luxury sedan with up to 770 kilometers WLTP range. So yes, we're ready. In the first quarter of this year, we launched the EQA. It is a compact SUV. And yes, for many, it's also with an affordable price, but a true Mercedes in the compact segment. We're also electrifying our full range of commercial vehicles, from the light commercial vans with the eVito and the eSprinter, through to the all-electric e-Actros to move goods in and around the city. And of course, we already have electric buses on the road today. Manfred Bischoff, he has really written a piece of industrial history and has been paramount for the development of this company. He's always been a good advisor and supporter, so I will miss him in this role, and I wish him all the best for his next exciting phase in life. Bernd Pichetsrieder is a very experienced automotive executive. He's been with us in the supervisory board since 2014, so he knows the company very well. And I know Bernd very well. I'm really looking forward to work with him to set the stage for the next phase for this company towards zero-emission driving through electric mobility and, of course, digitization.